Time for the second half kickoff. Quickly down to Matt Lane for an Augusta Auto Auction sideline report.
Thank you, John. Coach, going into the half, tough giving up that field goal like that. I know you turned the ball over early in the game, but seemed to bounce back pretty good in the first half.
Just hadn't been able to seem to get out of our own way. Just we'll get some things going and always find a way to make a mistake. We're not going to be able to win the ball game like that.
Game plan on offense, are you going to continue to run the ball like you tried to in the first half? It seemed like you showed signs of that one long run in the first half.
That's what we do. We don't really know anything else, to be honest with you.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thanks.
Back to you, John.
And Eric Parker's Bears will receive.
I love that. Hey, that's what we do. We really don't have anything else. They're going to run the football.
I should have said kick off here to start the second half.
There you see Christian Tutt back deep, averaging about 38 yards of return this year. That's actually down from last year where he averaged about 45.
So buckle your seatbelts, everybody. We have 24 minutes of football left, at least.
At least.
And the Bears down 3 will kick it off to start the second half.
And it's Jacob Hickman handling the kickoff.
And here's the kick.
And again, it is Tutt from the 6 to the 26. And that's where the Bulldogs will set up.
On the stop, number 32, Walker.
Very dangerous. By the way, that's a freshman that just kicked that football off. And Tutt with a nice return.
Good kickoff at that.
And let's see what Thomson tries to do. They opened up the offense, threw way more. Again, this is a team that averaged 11 throws a game. They threw 10 times in the first half. So double the normal output in terms of pass attempts. And they threw a couple of trick plays in there as well. One of them worked big. Let's see what they do here. Mills Riding is in at quarterback with 2 backs.
Yeah, they'll start with Murray and Braswell. It'll be Braswell on the carry, pushing his way ahead for 6 tough yards at left tackle.
The offensive line did such a good job there. The lead running back blocker was Murray, and he didn't have anybody to hit. He just kind of ran through there freely if you watch on this replay. He's looking for somebody. There really wasn't anybody there.
They'll give him 7 on it, so call it 2nd and 3. Again, the 2 backs. This time, Ridings to throw. It is complete. Marcus Cade, and the ball comes loose. And Burke County has recovered. Now, are they going to say he was down? The official comes in.
Was it complete? I don't even know.
Now
if
they're
he
going to
had
say
it.
it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know he had it. I tell you, what an effort, though, by Marcus Cade. Ooh, I don't know.
That's a couple of steps.
He may have had that. Yeah,
again,
boy.
This isn't the NFL,
They don't
so
get the
we don't
replay.
get the benefit of the replay.
Downfield,
There's a flag as well,
penalty.
and ineligible
Still
receiver
second down.
downfield for the Thomson Bulldogs.
He actually lost it as he was trying to move the football. He caught it, arm stretched out. As he tried to move it down, he lost it, but it did look like maybe he took a couple of steps with it. That was really close. And Thomson dodges a bullet there. What an effort, though, by Cade. By the way, Cade, all-out speed, maybe one of the fastest guys on this team and maybe in the area. He can fly. And that was a really well-thrown ball by Ridings.
So the end result of all of that is incomplete pass, and the penalty on Thomson for the ineligible receiver downfield backs them up to the 27-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 8. Again, Braswell to Ridings right. Ridings. And incomplete, and 2 defenders ran into each other. It looked like a vicious hit, but they actually got each other back there.
Well, he overthrew Braswell by a couple of feet there. Last throw was perfect. This one was just overthrown.
Demian Williams and couldn't catch the other number. Both going
Chad
for the football.
Crumley. Chad Crumley was the other player.
They're all right. Brings up a big 3rd down. The press box is shaking. On 3rd down, they need 8. They're going to get nothing. It'll be Burke County ball.
That's a good stand by Burke County.
Oh, the late flag comes in.
Oh, man.
Wow. A roughing the passer call against Burke County.
Yeah, the referees were right there. Now, Thomson might have dodged the bullet on the one that could have been a fumble, but this looked like a good call. The officials were right on top of it. Let's see it if we got a shot of it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense.
Yeah,
15-yard penalty, first down.
So that'll move the ball all the way up to the Thomson 42-yard line. All right, fine, the 43.
They just did that to be difficult. We're saying the man that got the quarterback there was number 48. That is Tyreek Washington, who's an outstanding player. And by the way, that Washington name, they've had some pretty good ones.
You bet.
Cornelius Washington, one of them.
And in the NFL, played with the Chicago Bears. But this is Tutt again in that wild dog formation, and the Bears are ready for it this time.
Yeah, good job. I tell you, Miles Simon's a football player, buddy. That kid can play. He's always around the ball. Watch him here. He comes from the other side and just follows Tutt, stalks him, and stalks his prey and makes the tackle.
Loss of 2 on the play. Call it 2nd and 12 from the 41-yard line.
Really like this kid, Miles Simon, and leader kind of this Burke County defense.
Again, it is Tutt. Again, it's a keeper. And the result much the same. This time he's able to pick up 2 or 3 tough yards. Did you get 4? You have 4 on the play.
See the replay there. Tutt had a little bit of room, but still had to really fight.
And so now Ridings will come back in at quarterback. Tutt will split out wide to the near side.
I'll tell you one little touch I like here at Burke County at the top of your screen in the center.
That is unique.
They have the down marker lit up so their fans can see it. I like that.
And we can see it.
Well, they're not doing it for us, I don't think.
No. But we appreciate it.
We do, just the same. We appreciate it.
They need 8 on 3rd down. Wide open is Bubba Murray down the left side. Murray still on his feet. Murray inside the 10-yard line down to the 5.
Well, that was just a miscommunication on the Burke County defense. They left Bubba Murray coming out of the backfield wide open. Watch Murray. Murray's out of the backfield, and nobody gets him. He's wide open there. That's just a miscue by the defense of Burke County. And, boy, Coach Parker is not going to be happy with that one.
49 yards on the pickup, and that puts the Bulldogs inside the Augusta Technical College red zone. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And there's Tutt back in there in that wild dog formation.
He's got Murray with him. And flags fly. I believe we have a motion call against the Bulldogs.
He's talking to Marcus Cade. He was talking to the receiver Marcus Cade. I'm not sure if it was on him or not, but that's who one of the officials went to. Our crew, by the way, led by Chip Huffman.
And that's whose voice you hear on all of the penalty calls. So instead of 1st and goal at the 6, make it 1st and goal at the 11.
And touch.
That'll drive a coach mad when you get down tight like that and then penalize yourself back. It is Murray through the middle, and he'll get it back near the original line of scrimmage.
Burke County came with a huge blitz there, and he was one hole over. Watch the blitz come from the center.
Yep.
And he almost disrupted that play.
Like Tyreek Washington again on the blitz.
Washington got ahead of steam and came through there, and credit Thomson, they at least slowed him down briefly, or he might have made a stop in the backfield.
2nd and goal from the 7. It's Tutt again at quarterback. It's Murray. Tutt keeps, and he'll be inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Got me on that one.
So it's going to be 3rd down and goal to go from the 4. I guess the Ken Nugent one call, that's all right here. What do you do, John? I'll ask you this week. What do you do here from the 4? You've got Tutt in there, and it looks like they're going to leave him in.
Let me tell you something. If I've got number 1 on my team, I can tell you who's going to get the ball here. And now we got another flag. Oh, my goodness. Illegal substitution.
12 men in formation on the offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's tough when you're bringing in different quarterbacks and different people is that right there. And now that really hurts because it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
And let's see if that changes what Coach Rob Ridings does.
The ball is just inside the 10-yard line, just shy of the 9. Now they're going to bring Ridings in and move Tutt out wide to your right. You see him on the right side of your screen. He and Ja'Cory Crawford, 2 of the better athletes in the area.
3rd and goal from just inside the 10-yard line. Ridings, end zone, incomplete, no flags.
Pretty good coverage there by number 1, Chad Crumley. Thomson wanted a call, but let's see it here on the replay. Ridings threw it up, and let's see if Crumley got him here.
And we have an injured Bulldog in the end zone, and unfortunately I do believe that is Ja'Cory Crawford.
Yeah, the pass was underthrown there.
And while they tend to him, we'll take a Napleton Infiniti of Augusta timeout.
I got hurt.
They are still tending to the injured Thomson player in the end zone just to the right of your screen. And again, we still haven't been able to. Matt Lane, if you can hear me, do you have a positive number on the player down there?
Number 2.
And it is. We get confirmation
It's
from the field. It is Ja'Cory Crawford.
Ja'Cory Crawford.
He was the guy who was the intended receiver on that
He's
play.
a standout player. He's a kid that will probably be playing on Saturdays next year. He plays the free safety while Christian Tutt plays the strong safety. You're not going to find 2 better safeties. I think you got to go back to 1995 Josie, Deion Grant, and that defensive secondary.
They are working on his lower legs and his calves. Matt Lane is Matt Lane is standing right there. Why don't we go down there for an Augusta Auto Auction sideline report? Matt.
Yeah, thanks, John. Looks like both of his calves are really cramped real bad. The trainer actually just gave him some Gatorade to drink, trying to warm him up enough to where he can get off the field and kind of get those muscles going to try to work out the stiffness in him. But it seemed like right as he wasn't able to make the catch, right when he hit the ground, it just kind of hit him. So since then, he's been on the ground. Coach Ridings is over here now, trying to keep him in good spirits and help him to get off the field. Back to you, John.
Let's see the replay. And Crawford is going both ways. By the way, Matt, he's going both sides of the ball. This late in the year, you don't see it often. The pass was underthrown. And you don't see it late in the year, but in a game like this, you got your adrenaline going, and you're going both sides, playing offense and defense. You can see that happening. And
I do hope Matt Lane was incorrect on one thing.
What's
because it's Georgia-Florida weekend, no one should be drinking Gatorade. You can drink.
I love your loyalty to the dogs. That's the Georgia Bulldogs, by the way.
Well, as we wait for Crawford to get back to his feet, and they have brought a golf cart out now to assist him off the field, we'll remind you once again that Football Friday Night is coming up at 11:35 over on WJBF, the only 30-minute show in town dedicated completely to high school football. Nathan Palm, Zach Hughes, no doubt back at Television Park working hard, getting all the scores and highlights from the CSRA ready for you. So get hype with the area's #1 high school football television show every Friday night. And tonight, coming up at 11:35, Football Friday Night over on WJBF News Channel 6. So Ja'Cory Crawford has been taken off on a golf court, and it is 4th and goal from the 10-yard line for the Bulldogs. And it looks like after all that, Coach Rob Ridings is going to elect for the Georgia Military College Kicks for College.
With Sam Derry again,
our scholar of the game. And it is up. And no good. So the Bulldogs come up empty after that long drive to start the half that covered 75 yards. and ends at the 10-yard line.
Well, the penalty hurt. It backed him up a little bit. That's good if he's 5 yards up. That penalty, when they had 12 men coming out of the huddle.
So now it's the Bears' turn.
And they've got Knight back in at quarterback.
And all the Bulldogs pointing at number 8.
Snap. False start.
That's Damari Kelly.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Did he move his arm?
First down.
He might have moved. All the Thomson players went right at him and pointed Damari Kelly.
So that'll back him up 5.
Nathan pointing out that Thomson has all 11 of their defenders, everybody up, nobody back in coverage. They're not worried about the pass at all.
And it pays off here as Knight is dropped. And the ball, I believe, came out a little bit there at the end, but Knight got back on
it. Came out, but Knight landed right on top of it. And Bill Knight, the quarterback, I mentioned he's a baseball player. Last year as a junior, John, he hit .569 with an on-base percentage of .670, and in 21 games he stole 28 bases. And he only struck out twice in 88 plate appearances for the Bears.
So you're saying he's a contact hitter.
He's a pretty good player.
We'll see him in the spring, no doubt. Change at quarterback again for the Bears. They're going to go with Kelly, and Kelly will throw, and he had it, man, but stumbling and falling. The ball a little bit underthrown at the 38 was Ronnie Stone.
Yeah, the ball was thrown behind him, and as the receiver turned to try and maneuver for the ball, he stumbled. They saw that Thomson had it so packed in to stop the run, and they tried to gamble with a throw, and it's incomplete.
Well, you mentioned the disparity in the rushing yard statistics at halftime, and the Bears tried to take advantage of the Thomson defensive alignment and almost came up with a big hitter. As it is, they're backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. 3rd and 15 from their own 15. Again, it is Kelly on the move. Kelly, first down, then some. Kelly, sideline. Kelly, 85 yards for the score, but hold everything. Hold everything. There is a flag down way back at the Burke County 26-yard line.
They're saying the officials are talking it over now. We can hear them, and you'll hear them in just a second.
Personal foul, blindside block.
It's a blindside block. This is a new rule this year that Chip Upton told us about. It's almost like a defenseless receiver. You're not allowed to do those reverse, like crackback blocks.
As Nathan Edwards points out to us, the penalty was actually behind the play.
Well, it was behind the play, and it also looked like, again, they're trying to stop defenseless guys from getting hit. So that crackback is something you can't do. You almost have to just run in front of them. So that was the call, and that's going to negate a long touchdown run.
Man, oh, man.
At the end of this play, though, it looked like Christian Tutt pulled up. What? Here's the block right here. It was Artest Banks that gets hit.
Yep.
By the top receiver for Burke County, number 84, laid the hit. That's Dallas Rogers. At the end of that play, though, as Kelly got by him, Tutt pulled up. Either he knew he wasn't catching Kelly, or maybe he got hurt on the play. I don't know. He's out there.
So 3rd and 17. Bears go back to the air, and close to a first down is Jalen Odom. He'll be about 3 yards shy. And, wow, what are you going to do here if you're Eric Parker? A Ken Nugent one call, that's all moment. It is 4th and 2.
You got to punt it away.
And I would imagine they're going to kick. Or maybe they'll just try to draw him off, and now whistles blow. And Thomson will be forced to call a timeout. So if nothing else, Eric Parker got Rob Ridings to call a Napleton Infinity of Augusta timeout.
Well, you got to punt it away. Now, Bill Knight's their punter, but I'm either my eyes are deceiving me, and they could be. I'm getting old, John. But I could have sworn they had a different punter in earlier when that punt was blocked. Bill Knight is their normal punter.
And we thought it was
it was number 40, Zach Martin.
Yeah, that's who in that one that got blocked over in the second quarter.
Now, he is their punter, so he could easily just back up as Matt is pointing out in our ear. Matt's talking to us saying that. Bear coaching staff. Look, by the letter of the law, you got to call that. That is the rule this year.
Doesn't take anything away from what would have been an 85-yard touchdown.
Did you see the speed I was talking about with Damari Kelly? I saw 2 years ago when I saw him like break away on one. I went, wow.
Here we go. 4th and 2, Bears at least appearing to try to go for it from their own 28-yard line. They will. On the ground, McGee has it. McGee breaks free across midfield into Thomson territory at the 47-yard line. What a gutsy call by Eric Parker. Oh my goodness.
Gutsy, crazy, or real confident. One of the three. And he gave it to the sophomore. It wasn't anything fancy. He just gave it to the sophomore and said, McGee, let's get this yardage here. Wow, what a play call.
Maybe the coaching call of the year so far on Game Night Live.
Hey,
and he needed 2. He picked up 22.
Midfield, I see it. Backed up inside your own 30. I don't know about that. What a run, though. What a play call. Wow.
So fresh set of downs from Thompson's 49-yard line.
That's Cameron Holmes, I believe.
This time it was Cameron Holmes. And he got, I'll give him 2.
Every time I see him run, I see more and more, though, why Coach is so high. Coach Parker is so high on Leon McGee, their sophomore running back. There's Damari Kelly, who we saw just can absolutely fly on that long touchdown run that was called back.
And this time it is Kelly on the keeper, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. We've got a couple of guys in there. The first one I see is Anthony Larkins.
Yeah, Larkins and maybe Artest Banks as well. Let's see who got the feet there. Actually, it was Larkins who did get him, 94.
Yeah.
Lewis was in there as well, number 6. You see at the bottom of your screen. Larkins, I'm going to tell you, when he grabs you, you ain't going nowhere.
No. So no gain on the play, and a big 3rd down now for the Bears. But, I mean, apparently anywhere on the field is 2 down, 4 down territory for Burke County at this point, so we'll see. 3rd and 9. Kelly under pressure, just lifts it off to McGee, and McGee straight ahead loses the ball at the end. I think they're going to say he was down, and he will be close to the 36-yard line. And he comes up a little bit shaky. Keep an eye on that. No, he's going to stay in.
Heads up play by Kelly. Watch this here. Kelly in trouble. Little shuttle pass to McGee.
There he heads up play, and McGee will pick up the 1st down to the Thomson 36.
Yeah, great play that time by Kelly.
McGee again, this time not much, wrapped up by Dylan Hobbs.
Hey, remember that name, folks. That guy will have a lot of recruiters coming to Thomson, Georgia in a couple of years, number 28. He's just a 10th grader. He's the leading tackler on this team, Dylan Hobbs. I had not heard anything about him coming into the season, and then early in the year somebody said, man, you got to see that new linebacker at Thomson. I thought they were talking about Banks, who transferred last year. No, it's this sophomore.
He's up over 40 tackles on the year now as Kelly overthrows Sheldon Lanier. First time we've called his name tonight.
Yeah, just simply overthrew it. Now, keep in mind, talk about they don't do it a lot. Coming into tonight, Damari Kelly had only attempted 12 passes. He's one of 3 quarterbacks. He had only thrown the ball 12 times. He's thrown the ball more than half that tonight.
And don't forget, at the end of this game, we will be naming our McDonald's offensive and defensive players of the game. And I think we have less of a clue at this point in the game
than any
other game this year.
How many plaques you got down there, Matt?
Kelly keeps Kelly straight ahead. He'll be about 6 yards shy.
Kelly weighs about 170, and he's running into a guy that looks like he ate that for lunch today. I mean, good Lord. And he fell forward. I don't know how.
He got 3 yards.
Anthony Larkin, all those defensive linemen for Thomson are massive.
Well, here you go, 4th and 7. Another Ken Nugent one call. That's all moment for Eric Parker. Gee, what do you think he's going to do, AB?
Well, he's got Kelly in there, and I think you got to give him a choice, run or throw. I think you scramble him and let him decide what he's going to do with it. They might try to draw him off first. No,
nope.
They don't.
It is Kelly throwing. Kelly, 1st down. It is Odom inside the red zone to the 18-yard line and out of bounds.
Well, how about the game for Jalen Odom? He is their 5th leading rusher. All he's done tonight, he's leading them in rushing. He had the 60-yarder that set up a touchdown. He also has a touchdown, and here he comes up with a monster third down play. Beautifully thrown ball, too. I mean, that's got to be thrown, John, with such timing. Matt, you can talk to that more than I can. The timing on that had to be perfect, and it was.
And it sets the Bears up inside the Augusta Technical College red zone. And Cameron Holmes will be stopped for no gain. And now we have a player whose helmet came off there. That is Chad Crumbly. So he will have to come out for a play there at the bottom of your screen.
Well, he's the man who made the nice defensive play on the ball thrown in the end zone earlier by Thomson.
On 2nd and 10, rumbling straight ahead is Holmes down to the 15-yard line.
Holmes made a little adjustment right after he got the ball that allowed him to avoid the defensive player, because one of the defensive linemen, if you watch here, one of the defensive linemen for Thomson came in there, and Holmes just kind of danced out of his way a little bit and was able to pick up some decent yardage. Impressive drive by Burke County. They've had to come through on a 4th down play and a 3rd and long play, and they've done it both times.
This started back at the Burke County 10-yard line. Now here's Kelly diving inside or to the Thomson 10-yard line. And he is very close to a first down.
Well, Thomson.
Boy, we're really going to have to look at it. He's going to be about a foot and a half shy. So here come the Bears up to the line. Can they convert their 3rd, 4th down of this drive? And the Bears moved. It's going to go from 4th and 1 to 4th and 6.
Snap.
Wow,
False
they've had
start.
several false starts
On the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Again,
4th down.
this is something that's going to, Coach Parker, right now, just his goatee's got a little gray. His hair's still got, dark. He might have some gray up there after this. Yeah, you see the hair. See, John, see what I mean? The hair's still good. The goatee, there's some gray down there.
I don't know if you've noticed, but Mark Richt has the same thing going on now.
Yeah.
He's got the gray. Maybe that's the thing this year in 2017. So it'll be 4th and 6 from the Thomson 16, and now let's see what Eric Parker does. They will go once again.
No offense to Coach Ridings or any other coach, but I've said for a long time, if I had one coach in the area, it's Eric Parker, and I've said that for about 10 years now. Let's see what he does here on 4th and 1.
Attempting to convert their 3rd, 4th down of this drive. Kelly needs help, keeps running, looking. Kelly cuts back. Kelly inside the 5. First down, Burke County to the 2. Hold everything. There is a flag down. It is going to be on the defense.
It looks like it's on Thomson. It's going to be on the defense.
On the defense.
That, folks,
Hey,
we got to see that again. First off, I was wondering, why are they throwing it's 4th and 1? But when you got Damari Kelly, I don't guess it matters. Watch this play. Unbelievable. Kelly, he just kind of
I thought he was done right here.
Yeah. He's just taking his own sweet time. No big deal. What a play. Wow.
So with the penalty, it is going to be 1st and goal at the 2 for the Bears.
See what they do here.
I'd let Kelly keep it. Kelly does keep it. To the goal line. Kelly, touchdown, Burke County.
Folks, I don't know how he does it. Coming into tonight, Damari Kelly had only ran the ball 39 times all year. He had only thrown it 12, and right now he's the star of their offense. Eric Parker just puts in whoever he feels is hot at the time. Well, Bill Knight, who is the starting quarterback coming into tonight, Bill Knight had thrown the ball well and is their leading rusher. But, boy, Kelly's been awesome tonight.
Jeremy Tenley sticks the Georgia Military College Kicks for College extra point through, and Burke County reclaims the lead 21-17 with 31 seconds left in quarter number 3. (21-17) Burke County back on top. Back and forth we go. And there is the man of the hour, Damari Kelly, who just set up the score with an amazing run and then punched it in himself to give the Bears single-handedly the lead.
He locked up any prom date he wants, John.
I think he was probably doing just fine before that. So here come the Bulldogs. It is Tutt on a short kick, and the Dogs will have good field position. Short return for Tutt, but they'll have it at the 31, and this Bears team is fired up.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with Kelly. I think at the next level, Kelly could be an outstanding cover corner. He's got such speed. And he does play defensive back, but he doesn't face a lot of passing teams. I think you could see him. If I'm a college coach watching this, I put him on the field somewhere. He's having a big game tonight.
That Burke County drive covered 90 yards and took nearly 7 full minutes off the clock. Just 23 seconds left now here in quarter number 3 as the Dogs set up with Ridings. Tyreek Braswell going absolutely nowhere. And guess who?
Miles Simon. Hey, I thought that guy played basketball at Arizona back in the 90s. Now he's the best defensive player for Burke County.
I was wondering which one of us was going to make the reference first. I'm very proud of you. And I believe that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. We do have an injured Bulldog on the field there, if you can see at the left side of your screen at about the 27-yard line, and that is Tyreek Braswell, and that would be a very bad news for the Bulldogs, who already lost Ja'Cory Crawford to injury earlier in this ballgame.
Yeah, he's their leading rusher coming into tonight with just under 700 yards gained.
Yeah, 10 touchdowns he has added for this Bulldogs team, so obviously 2 big stars for Thomson, as Crawford already out and now Braswell on the field.
And look, you see what we talked about a few weeks back in the Harlem game. Look at the Thomson players watching the TV monitors. Remember, John, we were talking about the new technology. You can see it at the top of your screen. They're on the sidelines. That's where this technology has gone. I remember not so long ago that Evans had to forfeit a playoff game for using a headphone in the quarterback's ear. Now we got this? Come on.
It always comes back to that Evans game.
It does. But look at that. I mean, that's such a cool tool for these coaches to use. You know, I mean, it's.
And Braswell is coming off under his own power, so that is very good news for Thomson.
Yeah, let's see if Thomson can answer, because right now this Burke County fans are in a frenzy. The momentum has been taken back by the Bears.
We have 12 minutes of football left to play. Burke County with a 4-point lead. Oh, and don't forget, not only are we going to decide a region champion here tonight, we also have the Stump AB Trivia Question of the Night coming up in the fourth quarter. We are through 3 quarters of play. Burke County 21, Thomson 17.